Equestrianism, from the Latin term equester, refers to the skill of riding, driving, steeplechasing, or vaulting with horses. Emily Duncan is a Currey Ingram student who is participating in horseback riding. She is specifically participating in jumping with a barn located in Brentwood, Tennessee. Emily has been riding since she was 6 years old. Horseback riding requires a lot of practice with the horse and yourself to prepare for the matches.
Ever since I was 5 or 6, I've always had an interest in horses. And I told my mom that I wanted to ride, and so she found a little horse camp that I could do, and we did it for about that year, and then I fell in love with it ever since. There's so much involved getting ready for a horse show, from getting your horse ready and getting yourself ready. Here I am picking my horse's hooves. Her name's Pandora. I'm checking for loose, shoe, rocks, or if she has any sores. Here I am starting to braid her tail in order to keep her tail from tangling before I go out to the show ring. Here I am putting on her boots, which are extra protection for her tendons, so that when she either hits a jump or lands hard, it helps protect her feet. I am spraying fly spray on her legs and her tail so that she does not get annoyed from the flies and so that she is more relaxed. Here I'm putting in palms, which are like earplugs, in order to block the wind. She does not like having anything around her ears. Here I am going to be putting on an ear net, which helps keep the palms in her ears, and it's also another wind reducer. And then I'm going to put on a saddle pad and a half pad, which gives her back muscles and bones some more protection from the saddle. On the last step before we go out to the arena is putting on her bridle, and which is what I'm doing here. First, you've got to put the bit in her mouth and then put the crown piece over her ears.
Emily has a strong connection with her horse, and you can tell she is a master at preparing for her competitions. I had to wonder what was going through her mind before her event began.
Usually around this time, I'm feeling pretty confident and pretty relaxed before I go up to the show ring, which is good because the horses can feel your emotions, either if it's nerves or excitement or calmness. They always feed off of that same emotion and they duplicate it. Here during my competition, I am focused on the course and the technique, which is how long her stride is and how much ground you're covering in order to make it most effective and have the least faults or rails down. I'm kind of relaxed, kind of tense, but it goes back and forth. It depends on how tough the competition is. The judges are judging on time, how fast you get around the fences if you're within the time limit, and if you have any rails down. At this one show, I ended up with reserve champion, and in my 3 classes in the 3 foot, I accumulated the second most points. The fun part of horseback riding is being able to do a sport that you love with an animal that you've had a connection to, and being able to spend time with your other friends that love the same things that you do.
Emily's passion for riding and her love for her horse Pandora is infectious. I learned so much about the world of equestrianism through making this documentary. I am excited to see where Emily's passion continues to take her.